Well, good evening, everybody. Things are kind of settled in as far as the cold weather and wintry type conditions in East Texas. This is actually our camera that we are looking at from the studio here, looking out over the parking lot in Tyler, and you can see it has iced over. It did that this afternoon. Temperature right now is 19 degrees. We have a north wind at 9 miles per hour, and that's giving us a wind chill, what it feels like outside, at 8 degrees at this point. The thing is, this cold weather is not going to be easing up anytime soon across the East Texas area, so we're going to have to contend with these wintry type conditions on into the middle part of the week before temperatures rise above freezing. Now, we do have winter weather warnings for the area. First of all, a winter storm warning. That covers the area that is in pink here, the northeast quarter of the area, and most of our East Texas counties, from the Nacogdoches area all the way up into the Mount Pleasant vicinity and points on to the north into Oklahoma and Arkansas and eastward into Louisiana. We have a winter weather advisory for the rest of our counties. That's the area that you see in blue there, and that encompasses most of our extreme southern counties as well as our western border of counties out in the western sections of the area. What does all this mean? Well, a winter storm warning means that we could expect to see up to an inch of additional sleet or snow overnight and up to a quarter of an inch layer of ice added on to what we already have. And the winter weather advisory, a less than 1 inch additional snow pack expected with 1/10 of an inch of ice possible to develop across the area, and this is through 6 p.m. on Monday. Even after that, our temperatures are going to stay below freezing. Right now, we do have temperatures below freezing throughout most of East Texas. Hemphill's reporting a 39, but everybody else at 32 degrees or less, and even falling into the mid-teens as you move northward up toward that I-30 corridor there in the northern sections of the area. Tyler right now 19 degrees, Longview showing 24, Nacogdoches 27, and Lufkin at 30 degrees. And you can see all the other surrounding towns are below freezing as well. Viper radar right now shows that much of this precipitation continues to move toward the east. It is streaming in from the southwest. This is Pacific moisture that has been moving across East Texas over this layer of cold air that we have at the surface, and as of course it falls down through that layer of cold air, it is producing a variety of mixture of winter type precipitation. Where you see the pinks, that is the winter mix. We're talking about freezing rain. As rain falls down on surfaces that are freezing, it will accumulate a layer of ice there, as well as some sleet in the area. And then where you see the blue areas, that is where we are seeing most of the snow, and that's going to be in the northern sections of the area. As you can see, most of that has moved off toward the northeast. We're still getting that winter mix over around Marshall, over into the Shreveport vicinity, and starting to pick up a little bit as we move down toward the southern portions of the area. In the I-20 corridor there between Tyler and the Longview vicinity, we're seeing again most of that winter mix off to the northeast. It does stretch down toward the Arp and Overton vicinity, down into the northern sections of Cherokee County, across Rusk County, and then continues to track its way on to the east. The rest of Deep East Texas starting to pick up a little more of that type of precipitation there, kind of spotty over toward the Toledo Bend area, on up towards Center and the Timpson vicinity, southern sections of Rusk County, and again over toward Cherokee County. That's moving off toward the northeast, but there's another plume of moisture that extends on to the southwest, and that will continue to provide more moisture to accumulate overnight. This is the area of snow to the north, most of that up into Arkansas, and passing on toward the east. We're getting here in most of East Texas, especially down toward the I-20 corridor, that winter mix of freezing rain and sleet. Our forecast lows for Monday morning, everybody's going to be below freezing, and well below freezing at that. We'll see mid-20s down to the south and parts of Deep East Texas. Moving up toward the I-20 corridor, still showing mostly mid to low 20s, and then northward as you move up toward the I-30 corridor, including Sulphur Springs, Mount Pleasant, even Mineola and Gilmer, those areas expecting low 20s to mid-teens across the area. And again, you add in the wind chills, those are going to be down close to zero. Forecast high temperatures for Monday afternoon. Well, we don't see many temperatures above freezing. The only one is Hempill, just 33 degrees, so for all intents and purposes, freezing there as well. And our temperatures in the upper to mid-20s as you move northward up through the northern counties of the area. Our forecast lows for Tuesday morning. That's actually going to be our coldest morning with this outbreak, it appears, with these mid-teens expected to show up all the way from deep East Texas, where Lufkin, Hemp Hill, those areas expecting 17, Crockett 14, Nacogdoches expecting 15 degrees. You get up into the Tyler, Longview area, still 15 to 16 degree low temperatures Tuesday morning, and even lower than that, 11, 12, 13 degrees up along I-30 in the north. For Tuesday afternoon, temperatures again are going to stay below freezing at most locations, so that's not going to help a whole lot. We get closer to freezing but don't make it. And then as we look ahead to futurecasts, we can see that plume of moisture continues to stretch back toward the southwest. Now as we go up to Monday, this is midnight tonight, we expect to continue to see that moisture stretching all the way back into central Texas, and of course that has to flow northeastward across this cold air mass, so it's just going to add to the accumulation of some icy conditions across East Texas. By Monday at lunchtime, we do begin to see a little bit of that activity drying up, and as we move through the afternoon, that precipitation moves out of the area. So somewhere along 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon Monday, we should be saying goodbye to most of the precipitation. There might be a little bit of snow, a little bit of sleet that continues into the evening hours, but chances of rain are going to go down tremendously as we move past the middle part of the afternoon there on Tuesday. This, of course, depicts about midnight there for Tuesday morning. Going through the day Tuesday, we're still in the cold air. We're still below freezing, just not adding any more precipitation, as by that time that has moved off toward the east coast. Getting into Tuesday night and Wednesday morning around midnight, still the high pressure and mostly clear skies, cold temperatures for the area. As we move up toward the lunch hour there on Wednesday, we get ready to see temperatures climbing above freezing. They begin to get above 32 degrees as we move into Wednesday afternoon. Now we will pick up a little more cloud cover as we go into Thursday, just not expecting any more precipitation until toward the latter part of the weekend, and by then our temperatures will be much warmer. Futurecast, this is a little closer look at East Texas, and you can see how the precipitation continues to accumulate across the area. This is 7 o'clock this evening, and as we move up toward the 10 o'clock hour, we'll continue to see more accumulation of the wintry type mix, mainly freezing rain and sleet along that I-20 corridor. As you move northward, you're more likely to turn into the area that gets into snow. Moving into Monday, 7 o'clock in the morning, we see an increase, everything kind of fills in as opposed to the spotty conditions that we're seeing now. We get more of a solid layer of some falling precipitation there, and we expect to see the freezing rain and the sleet accumulate even more there Monday morning. By noontime, well, things look better, at least for the northern 2/3 of the area. We do still see some of that precipitation falling where temperatures are below freezing down in deep East Texas, so we'll continue to see that accumulation mount up. Moving into the afternoon, though, by Monday at 5 o'clock, the model says everything is pretty much, as far as precipitation is concerned, out of the area, but we've still got the freezing temperatures. Anything that's on the roadways, any surfaces that have frozen are not likely to thaw out with those temperatures still in the mid to low 20s. Monday, 10 o'clock at night, we're seeing our temperatures mostly in the 20s, mostly clear skies. We'll see some temperatures as low as the teens up around the Sulphur Springs vicinity, and also Marshall expecting about 19 degrees there Monday night at 10 o'clock. Tuesday morning, again, this is going to be our coldest period. There we see most of our temperatures generally in the mid-teens, and of course you add the wind chill down close to 0 with that factored in. 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday, we're still below freezing, but we do have clear skies, so at least it'll look better. It'll just be cold, and we'll continue with that northerly breeze. For Tuesday evening at 10 o'clock, we're down into the upper teens to low 20s across the area, still clear. And going on into Wednesday, 7 o'clock in the morning, we're still in the upper teens with the clear skies. Wednesday afternoon, or Wednesday 11 o'clock, we start to see our temperatures rise above freezing finally. Since we dropped down there Saturday night, we will see those temperatures finally getting back above that 32-degree mark, and even as high as the 40s there Wednesday afternoon about 3 o'clock, picking up a little bit of high cloud cover coming in once again. For Thursday, we again continue to to increase a little cloud cover, especially southern parts of the area. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we're seeing our temperatures well into the 50s, so if anything falls as far as any kind of spotty precipitation, the model is trying to paint a few maybe isolated showers there in deep East Texas across the area. That should be falling liquid and not be back into the wintry type stuff. So overnight, we're expecting a low around 23, winter storm warning in effect, freezing rain, sleet, and a wind chill around 13 degrees, north winds about 8 to 10 miles per hour. Monday's forecast, high temperature 28. We'll have the frozen precipitation still falling into the afternoon, but by 3 o'clock that should begin to let up, although probably not totally coming to an end, but it'll be much lighter. By Tuesday, we'll see our coldest temperatures there in the mornings, around 16 degrees, wind chill near 0, but we do see more sunshine. We'll have a windy, kind of gusty day there Thursday and Friday. It will get cooler again on Friday, but as we get into the weekend, we'll have another chance for some showers Sunday night, but the temperatures should be above freezing for the most part there. And as we check out 7-day forecast for deep East Texas, freezing rain, some sleet continues into Monday. Monday afternoon, that begins to let up, and then Tuesday morning we'll have a wind chill around 4. Temperatures stay below freezing until Wednesday afternoon. In deep East Texas, does warm up nicely on Thursday. It gets a little chilly again as we get into the weekend, but you could also see some night showers Sunday night. Best advice I have for you is if you don't have to get out, don't. Stay in, enjoy the warmth of your house, and you'll stay off the roads because they are getting slick across the East Texas area. And we'll ride this thing out and should be done with it around the middle part of the week.